Perceptor, satellites watching satellites. Something unusual is happening high above Earth. Astranis, a space company based in San Francisco, has announced a new series of satellites called Perceptor. Their mission is to monitor other spacecraft operating in geostationary orbit, or GEO. GEO is located about 35,786 kilometers above Earth. At this altitude, satellites orbit at the same speed that Earth rotates, allowing them to remain over roughly the same area of the planet. This makes GEO extremely important for communications, weather monitoring, military operations, and intelligence. Astranis already operates 5 satellites in GEO, but the company says there is a growing need to understand what other spacecraft are doing in this region. That is where Perceptor comes in. Perceptor satellites will use different sensors to observe other spacecraft, assess their condition, and monitor unusual activity. They will also be highly maneuverable, using electric propulsion to move across GEO and change their positions many times during their lifetime. This is important because satellites are no longer simply sitting in fixed positions. They can maneuver, approach other spacecraft, and potentially observe them at close range. We have already seen examples of this. In 2020, U.S. Space Force officials reported that 2 Russian spacecraft had approached to within roughly 160 kilometers of an American intelligence satellite. The incident was described as unusual and concerning. Then, in 2023, researchers reported that a Chinese spacecraft known as TJS-3 had moved close enough to observe 2 American satellites, USA-233 and USA-298. These incidents show why space domain awareness is becoming increasingly important. Knowing where a satellite is located is one thing. Understanding what it is doing is something completely different. A maneuverable spacecraft like Perceptor could potentially provide a much closer view of other satellites, helping operators detect anomalies and better understand their capabilities and movements. Astranis says the goal is to provide additional situational awareness in an area where visibility has historically been limited. The company has not yet announced a specific launch date for the first Perceptor mission, so many details remain unknown. But the concept is significant. Space is becoming more crowded, and satellites are becoming more capable and maneuverable. In the future, satellites may not only communicate, navigate, or observe Earth. Some may also be designed to watch other satellites, and that could completely change the way countries monitor and protect their most important assets in space. The question is no longer just, where are the satellites? It is becoming, what are those satellites doing? And perhaps most importantly, what happens when one of them starts moving toward another? Perceptor is designed to help answer those questions.